to speak. Okay. Sam.
Sam DEHNE, the Encyclopedia of Reno Government. And by the way, for the people out watching the Sam DEHNE YouTube channel, and you wondered why you had a blank screen for half an hour, it's because our beloved City Council was up there on the 15th floor cooling our heels up there, and I'm not saying they're eating caviar up there anymore. I've heard that they've run out of champagne and they've switched over to pate. She's shaking her head no. No pate. Okay. Eggs Benedict. How's that? Anyway, I'm here to talk about the city clerk. You all are going to appoint a new city clerk today. And it seems like maybe it's not that important of a position, but the truth of the matter, it is a very important position for our community. That a city clerk oversees 8 people, and he or she oversees the elections and all of the meetings, and there's a lot of work involved, and a person has to be really, really smart to be able to handle that job. On top of all that, they have to make sure, the most important job that that city clerk has to do is to make sure that when Sam hands in his public request speaking form, that they let you know that Sam DEHNE wants to speak. The previous clerk, not to be rude, but the previous clerk sometimes missed it, and sometimes I would have to do a guffaw to remind them that I wanted to speak. Not that young lady, but the other lady. Anyway, as I segue into what I want to say, all of these people look like they're very qualified, very talented, very articulate, but I've been watching, I shouldn't say watching, Mr. Mike Chaump arrived on the scene almost the same time Sam arrived on the scene in 1994 when we were over at the old City Council building. So I've had a lot of stuff to do, as you well know, saving the community from the bureaucrats and everything else that I need to do. But I've had a chance to vet that young man, Mike Chaump, and I'm recommending that Mike Chaump be given this job. He's articulate. He's honed his skills through the years. And don't you dare fall back on the Sam DEHNE kiss of death theory, because that was thrown out the window long ago when Jeff Griffin left town. Sam DEHNE speaks and City Hall listens. They don't ever admit that they're listening, but I guarantee they listen. Sometimes they wait a couple of months. Today, I want you to immediately appoint Mike Chaump to the new city clerk. And on top of all of that, even with these other wonderful people who apply for this position, the good news is that when Mike Chaump gets this position, they can go over and try out for Mike Champ's job. So as I close out, Mike Chaump for city clerk.